So
Yeah. We give all praises to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Rekak, Kodash. Give honor to the apostles that rule well. So I attention to the brothers in the four corners of the earth, pushing the truth and sincerity. Right? I saw a video. I forgot who did it. I think a person came up. When things happen or evil things happen, they think it's Satan doing. But Satan is just one of the angels of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Things cannot be done without the okay of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai. Right? He controls the angels on the left and the angels on the right. Right? So we're going to bring some accounts from the scriptures just to prove our point that Satan works for the Most High. And give me Isaiah 45 verse 7 first, and we'll start with that.
Okay. Isaiah 45 and 7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, Yahweh, the Lord, do all these things.
Yahweh does what?
All these things.
The Most High said he does all these things. Is Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai? Yahweh is righteous? Yes, he's righteous. Right? So just as they got one to another, right? They got fat, they got cold, they got fat, they got skinny, right? It's hot, it's cold, right? The Most High orchestrates everything, and sometimes good come out of evil situations, right? I heard stories where two men had an accident, right? And they became best friends ever since that accident. So things happened. That was evil. What happened? Bad times came out of that situation. But guess what? They became best friends, right? But sometimes he was real fucking close to the camera.
Yeah.
Can't stand these motherfuckers, man.
Me das খারাপ কথা
Man, the Most High put this motherfucker to death.
Yeah. He's already marked for it.
Oh man, yeah, Salakia. Sometimes good situations, good things come out of bad situation, right? You got something?
First Samuel 6.
Okay.
I also got Job locked up. I'm pretty sure you're going to bring that out later. 1 Samuel 2 and 6. The Lord kill it and make it alive.
The Lord does what?
He kill it and the Lord kill it and make it alive. He bring it down to the grave and bring it up.
That's right.
The Lord make it rich. The Lord make it poor and make it rich. He bring it low and lift it up. He raised it up the poor out of the dust and lifted up the beggar from the dunghill.
And guess what? He does all these things, right?
Yeah, the Lord could definitely bring a rich man out from. You could be poor and you could be rich the next day. It's the same way the Lord set it up empires, and He also brought them down. So that's why when good things or bad things happen in our life, we got to try to still remember to pray to the Lord, because He could bring you low and He could bring you up. It's all up to Him. Same thing with this Lord kill it. Like for instance, a young man might die, and a woman might be on the news and say, "Oh, he was a great, he was a good man, or he was a good boy, he was a good son." But you don't know what that son was doing behind closed doors. Or the Lord did that to judge that family for their wrongdoings. And it does sound cruel, but Scripture in Hebrews 10, I believe verse 31, it says it is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. So when the Lord judged it, He judged it. It's the same thing with the accounting numbers. When they was cursing the Lord opened up the earth. He created an earthquake to destroy those men. And I believe one of those men was Kohan. So the Lord could do so many different things to judge you. He could make you sick. He could break your arm. He could put you in financial issues. He could attack your family member. So that's why you got to remember to praise the Lord regardless of your situation.
This is Sirach 33, verse 14. Good is set against evil, and life against death. So is the godly against the sinner, and the sinner against the godly. So look upon all the works of the Most High, and they are two, and two, one against another. Right? How the hell are they going to be movies, right? You go to movies, most movies have a villain and has a good character, right?
Yeah.
There won't be no movie if there wasn't opposition, right? Right? So just like the Avenger, Thanos was the so-called evil dude, and Avengers were trying to stop him, right? Trying to take those rings,
Stones.
those stones off his fingers, right? So it was good set against evil, right?
Yeah, scripture.
So that's why this scripture come in play. It says, so look upon the works of the Most High, and there are two, and two against another, right? Like Breaking Bad. So Breaking Bad, what's his name? Walter White started as good, and after a while he became the villain, right? And what's his name was after him? Was a detective. What's his name? Hank.
Yeah.
Right? You couldn't stand Hank in the very beginning, but after a while, the audience started getting more closer to Hank because Walter White became really, really sinister. Yeah, he orchestrated 8 people getting killed. I think 8 or 10, right? Getting killed in prison.
Yeah, it was 9. Total
Right?
was 9, I believe.
So he orchestrated that. He orchestrated their death, man. So Walter White was evil. You was way in the beginning, then after a while, then the audience started shifting to Hank.
Yeah.
Walter got to go down, man.
You even started to understand the scholar from her point of view, because throughout the show, for those who've seen it, spoiler warning, throughout the show, Walter White says, "Oh, I'm doing it for my family." But really and truly, he was doing it for himself. His whole life, he felt weak, and he felt like he wasn't in control. So by him selling meth and becoming a drug lord, he felt like he was more in control of his life. But by doing that, he was also hurting other people's lives, like his family, his son, his wife. Like Abba said, he also orchestrated people's death. He got people killed just for his own ego and for him being in control. Yeah. And that's really what Esau does. Esau gets other people killed for so he could be in control, for their ego. So they could feel like they're high and mighty.
That's right. Yes, sir?
Yeah. Proverbs 16:4. The Lord had made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil.
Yeah, so so-called white man was created for the day of evil. Now, they got a movie coming out, right? It's more of like a documentary type movie. Jim Caviezel, Sound of Freedom, right? What this is really about, and the brother broke it down, thanks to brother Shamia sending me the video. It was very informative. How the PSYOP, this is really a PSYOP movie. What they really is doing, the name of the movie is Sound of Freedom, how they trying to put a stop to human trafficking, right? And Esau been doing this for years and years and years. What they doing is they capturing kids that's in human trafficking, letting them go, because what they do, the higher powers fuck these little children, or they drain out their blood. Right? That's what they're doing. So that's what I have with going. Anyway, let me stay focused. But the Sound of Freedom is really to emotionally rape the people, right? For you to feel, oh, look at the children. Look. What they're going to do with this movie is really push the MOTB to...
So you could be able to track your kids.
So you be able to track your children. And the people is going to run in droves and lines just to get the MOTB to keep a track on their children. So that's what they use Jim Caviezel, right? He's the devil. He's an Israelite or not, we don't give a fuck. He's down with the Masonic. He's down with a Mason. right? You catch pictures with him kissing the hand of Pope, right? Hugging up on him, right? But anyway, and I sent this brother an article. We're gonna read this. We're gonna read this in a minute. So we're gonna pause in that, but we're gonna bring out these scriptures. How Satan worked for the Most High. How the fuck you create something and it's gonna come against you? That's like a child having a Play-Doh and having a good man and a bad man, and the Play-Doh just come after the child and start chasing them around the fucking house. Get the fuck out of here, man. Right? Get the fuck out of here. So Satan's over the Most High. So the Most High is not the omnipotency. He's not the great power. Come on, man. Think about it. All right? So Satan is just the angel that's playing his role, doing his part. Go ahead.
Romans 13:1. Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, for there is no power but of Yahweh, the powers that be ordained of Yahweh.
That's right. So there's no power but Yahweh, man. Right? Is the Most High wicked? No, he's not. He's all righteous. Right? He controls everything. He creates everything, good and evil. Right? So when you do bad, evil come to you. Right? It said, the scripture said, do good and what? And no evil shall touch thee. Sometimes Most High do things for you to shake up, to shake you up, to wise you up. Because everybody has to go through their own experience. When you go through your own experience, you think evil's not going to come your way? Yes. Right? And sometimes it said, do not despise the discourse of the elder. Your parents is an elder, right? What's that? The apostles is the elder. Since you got sound advice and you're going against that advice, guess what? Most likely evil's going to come your way. And it could hit you in your pocket. Right? Because you want to do you. Okay, you got something?
Yeah, Sirach 11:14.
Yeah, go ahead. Why you should despise the discourse of an elder? Because the elder already went through that.
I can bring that up.
All right? Go ahead.
Sirach 8:8 to 9. Despise not the discourse of the wise, but acquaint thyself with their proverbs. For of them thou shalt learn instruction, and how to serve great men with ease.
Yeah, how to serve great men with ease, man. Right? You get instructions. Right? Just wisdom behind that instruction. Why? If you want more in depth while he giving you that advice, ask him why. Right?
Verse 9. Miss not the discourse of the elders, for they also learn of their fathers. Miss not the discourse of the elders, for they also learn of their fathers. And of them thou shalt learn understanding, and to give answer need require it.
That's right. Come. Yeah, that's how you become wise. Right? You become wise from elders, of course, from the scriptures. Right? It said when a child dies, hope is gone. When an elderly dies, wisdom is gone. Right? So do not despise the discourse of an elder. All right? That go an elder right there. The Most High sent an elder our way. Right, elder? Yeah. All right.
His shirt says instructor.
Yeah. His shirt says instructor, right?
Yeah.
Right. He don't have no truth. The scripture said, "Man with gray hair is not always wise," right?
Yeah.
All right, so let's go back to our point. Let's go to 2 Chronicles 18. 2 Chronicles 18. You can start at 16.
2 Chronicles 18, verse 16. And Then he said, I did see all Israel scattered upon the mountains, as sheep that have no shepherd. The Lord said, these have no master. Let them return therefore every man to his house in peace. And the king of Israel said to Jehoshaphat, Did I not tell thee that he would not prophesy good unto me but evil? Again he said, Therefore hear the word of the Lord. I saw the Lord sitting upon his throne, and all the hosts of heaven standing on his right hand and on his left.
And guess what? Satan was there. Satan was at the left hand, right? And Satan just means adversary. Just like who controls this place, right? They Satan, right? And Satan, I think he stands on the right hand of Satan, right? So-called white men, the elites, they are Satan. All right? They are the Lucifer of this world, which means the enlightened one, the illuminated ones. Go ahead.
The Lord said, who shall entice Ahab, king of Israel, that he may go up and fall at Ramoth Gilead? And one spake again, and one spake, saying after this manner, another saying after that manner. Then there came out a spirit and stood before the Lord and said, I will entice him. The Lord said unto him, wherewith? And he said, I will go out and be a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. And the Lord said, thou shalt entice him, and thou also shalt also prevail. Go out and do even so. Now therefore, behold, the Lord hath put a lying spirit in the mouth of these thy prophets, and the Lord hath spoken evil against them. Zedekiah the son of Chinana came near and smote Micah upon the cheek and said, which way went the spirit of the Lord from me to speak unto thee?
Yeah, so as you keep reading, right, later on, Ahab died, right? But it was Most High orchestrated this, right? Because he controls good and evil. He controls everything, right? So there's an opposition to another. You can have a debate with somebody, right? You can have a debate. You can prove your point. He can prove his point, right? Everybody got their own opinions and whatever the case might be. But going back to the moral of this story, the Most High said, "Go ahead, be a lion spirit, but you will prevail." So nobody tell you Hashem Yashai. Yeah. So he prevailed, right? So give me the one in you got something?
Yeah, I have something, but I'm gonna bring you what you got first.
You go ahead, bring yours first. Yeah, bring yours first.
Yeah, Deuteronomy 28:15, just an example that the Lord, he could put evil upon you if you're going off. But it shall come to pass if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Yes, so all these good.
Yeah, so the Lord put curses upon us as we disobeyed the law, statutes, and commandments. So that's just the Lord. He put what? Evil upon us. That's what we're going through right now is evil. Because we did evil. So the Lord could put good or evil.
Look at the slim dude over here, man. Look at the slim dude over there.
Shalom, Mark.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah. So give me what's it? 2 Corinthians 6:7. So you gonna break out? Yeah.
Really great.
Huh? What up, you going? Yeah, 2 Corinthians 6:7.
The early
Glad
shift.
you came by, bro.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Spirit ain't there.
It was slow this morning?
I just dropped off up the street and I seen y'all out.
No, I said it was slow. You work, right?
Nah, I ain't come out the way.
Oh. 2 Corinthians 6:7.
2 Corinthians 6 and 7. By the word of truth, by the power of Yahweh, by the armor of righteousness on the right hand and on the left. You want me to read it again?
Yeah, read it again.
By the word of truth.
By the word of truth. Go ahead.
By the power of Yahweh.
By the power of Yahweh.
By the armor of righteousness.
By the what?
Armor of
By
righteousness.
the armor of righteousness.
On the right hand and on the left.
And the right hand on the left. That's right. So you could chose what? The right hand and the left.
That's right.
We just read that account in Second Chronicles 18 and 18, man. All right. Give me and Church Coons thinks that the Most High had a fight with Satan and Satan was cast down to the earth. Nah, man, that prophecy even happened yet, man. Give me Revelation, was it 12:12?
Yeah.
Revelation 12. You know what I want, right?
Yeah, I know it's in 12. That's when the devils come down unto you. I think it's further up.
Yeah, starting
When the woman fled into the wilderness.
7.
7. Revelation 12 and 7. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon.
And wacky tacky Christians, they think this already took place. This is the future. Revelation means to reveal. Right? Go ahead.
And there was a war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon.
Go ahead, Michael and the what?
His angels fought against the dragon.
Uh-huh.
And the dragon fought in his angels.
Yep, the angels represent Esau. Angels represent NATO, the EU, right? The military, they're going to fight against the angels, right? So that's prophecy that's going to come, right? And that's what we're waiting on, right? Oh, that was a good video you sent, by the way. That was very informative. Very informative. What's the name of that movie again? Cry Freedom. Which Jim Caviezel. Right?
I can read to 9.
Sound of Freedom? Sound of Freedom. Yeah, Sound of Freedom. Yeah, the sound of freedom. Yeah, go ahead.
And prevailed not, neither was their place found any more in heaven. And the great angel was cast out.
So the what?
And the great dragon, I said angel. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil. And Satan was deceiving the whole world.
And Satan, so-called white man, is deceiving the whole world, right?
Yeah.
Just how he gonna do it, working through Jim Caviezel, right? He's in hand with the Masonic and down with the bitch ass Pope. They've been doing human trafficking for years and years, right? Some of the McDonald's meats, right? You got human meat in that motherfucker, right? They've been doing this shit for years, man.
So that McDonald's.
A lot of these blood drinkers. I think Al Gore walking around with a little tube with blood in it, right? And they are really the vampires.
Yeah.
They're the vampires of the earth, right? They those same monsters in From. My man Shamia put me on that, right? They ain't no different, right? These motherfuckers will suck the life out of you. How they suck the life out of you, man? Traffic tickets, right? Uprising rent, loans, right? All these fucking bills, man, that's up our ass, man.
Cost of living,
Can't get a fucking head in this fucked up society. When you think you got a little money, something comes up. Something comes up, man. I mean, fucking traffic tickets I got at the house right now, about fucking 5. Jeez. Yeah, man, it's hard to hustle out here, man.
I didn't even know I had it.
Huh?
I didn't even know I had it.
Yeah, look at that.
There you go.
Yeah, $40 a pop, that shit adds up. 40 there, 40 there, 40 there, like damn.
And Moab is turning up the heat with Jamaica. Don't they gotta pay tolls now?
Yeah.
Yeah, they gotta pay tolls.
Yeah.
Because of the depth they're in.
Yeah. I hate them damn boxes in these streets, man. It was flash. my man Sherry got like, yo, that traffic area right there on your left, it's cameras over there. And on the right, my man got a camera when you're going up the street.
Yeah, there's a lot in the city, right? The
Yo.
city got a lot of cameras.
Cold Spring, yo, you gotta be careful driving in that area. Especially this area, you gotta be careful.
Yeah, school, especially in school zones, there's always gonna be a camera.
So now you gotta deal with the demons that's in your car. You know, you trying to get rid of their ass. You know, then you gotta be mindful. Oh shit, you know. It's a traffic block right there that can ticket your ass.
Got a scripture about the blood.
Yeah.
Or you wanted more on that revelation?
Oh no, we made our point, man.
Okay.
We made our point.
I got something on the blood.
It's just how it baffles us how wacky tacky Christians can't even get the simple scriptures. What I think is to the wise is what? What's that precept? It's to the wise. It's plain to us.
Yeah, it's plain. Yeah.
You know. But a scripture like John 3:16, Revelation 12, what we just read, they can't get it. They get confounded. And when we break it down, go to the Greek and go to the Hebrew, they still can't fucking understand. Guess what? You was destined to be a 2/3. Right? Some was created just to be destroyed. I think that's in what 2nd Ezra chapter 9, right? Yeah. You got something?
Yep. Ezekiel 35:5. Because thou had a perpetual hatred.
You say thou has a what?
Perpetual hatred. And hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord.
Therefore, what? Go ahead.
Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord, I prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Sif thou has not hated blood.
Yeah, Easter don't hate blood, man. Everywhere he goes, this dude shed blood, man. Galveston, Iraq, Iran, right? Going to slavery, man, right? The transatlantic slave trade, man, right? This man don't have no problem shedding blood, man. And that's why his blood got to be spilled. Give me that, Numbers 35:33. And that's how you cleanse the land. His blood got to be shed, man.
Yep.
Brothers, man, brothers and sisters that's practicing righteousness, man. We tired, man. We tired of this devil, or was it hegemony? We tired of his sovereignty, man.
I think when Christopher Columbus was slaying the natives, he couldn't put the sword down for 1 hour.
Yeah, Christopher Colombo. He put his sword down for 1 hour, like Hip just said, man. And he got statues all over America. He got colleges named after this fucking devil. Huh? Yeah.
And that scripture said the stars is falling.
Yes.
Christopher Columbus, one of those stars is falling because they uplifted him, but now everything in America is like dwindling down. Even the movie industry, a lot of these movies, the box office is losing a lot of money because these movies aren't original anymore. They keep doing these Disney remakes that nobody wants to see. So that shows you the stars are falling. You know, people's not going to go to the movies to watch movies. They can see movies at home. So that's gonna break down the movie industry.
Yeah.
Those doubles, they saying that they trying to take the human out of all workforces, but they saying AI creating better scripts now. They say a couple movies AI created scripts for, and they rather deal with AI than make the scripts to the
Yeah, the apes. Man, it's crazy.
Yeah, they got a power to imitate voices.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
That's
you might get a call from your brother in the camp. Yo,
I need $500.
I need $500. You're like, all right, I'm the cash out to you. Send that money to AI. Huh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
like,
robot. But of course we saw behind that robot, but it's going to come to the point where AI is going to be, like if this world continues on, the Lord will come back, AI is going to control everything.
Yeah, and that's what the movie, I might watch that today, by the way. Watch it again, I, Robot.
Yeah.
What's the one with Will Smith? I, Robot with Will Smith. That's a bad movie. That movie was created, over 10 years ago? And look how it's coming to fruition, right? I talked to a guy from Amazon. He said, so look, some of these heavy pallets and so on, they got machines to do that.
Oh, yeah,
They got machines to do that, man.
Yeah.
So, you know, humans gonna be replaced.
I mean,
I found an article, it was a couple of weeks ago, that in somewhere, was it in France? Somewhere in Europe, somewhere in Europe, they got they tested taxi drivers, robot taxi drivers.
Oh, okay.
So they're gonna replace Uber drivers and Lyft drivers.
Yeah, that's probably
Right?
San Francisco. They go
Huh?
out in
San Francisco?
Yeah.
All right, okay.
Yeah, because Tesla can already, a Tesla car can already drive on its own with autopilot. A Tesla can drive on its own already. So that already shows you they want to start doing that. I mean, the technology's there.
Yeah.
They just, you know, they're gonna do it where they're gonna implement it in a slick way because they know if they just throw it out there, the people's gonna revolt. They don't want people to riot against them. So they gotta do it piece by piece.
Yeah. So, and that movie came out, was that Total Recall? Somebody Google that, what year that movie came out? Total Recall. Yeah, the original. You probably was in high school.
Yeah.
Well, you probably was in middle school.
That's probably.
I think I was in high school. Huh?
88, 89, yeah. Had to be like late 80s, early 90s.
Okay.
1990.
1990? I was in high school.
Damn.
I was just going to
And you was in middle school. Eighth grade.
Sixth grade.
I definitely wasn't here yet.
Yeah, man. But what I'm saying is, the taxi driver was a robot in that movie.
Yeah.
Right? They had robot taxi drivers in that movie.
Yeah.
And now look how it's coming to fruition now.
Yeah.
And shit, 7 years ago, I was working in D.C., they had delivery robots. And I stopped the bus and watched it stop at the stop, wait for the light to change, and then kept it moving. And I Googled it. They got a delivery service where they use robots to deliver sensitive messages and food.
Mm.
There you go.
See?
Yeah.
And they got police robots in downtown New York. They just gave the okay. Right? They just gave the okay. But it's not heavy. It's not heavy scene yet.
Yeah.
Right? But they probably got a couple, but it's not. The presence is not heavy yet. Right?
Yeah. I think fast food is definitely these fast food establishments definitely gonna be affected by AI because one of the problems they have is they always have to hire new people. Who wants to work at McDonald's for the rest of their life? Nobody.
Mm-hmm.
I worked at Burger King. I barely lasted a year over there because the pay is low, and then the work you got to do in the kitchen. You might have rushes where you got to make this much Whoppers, someone wants this nuggets. So when they implement AI in these establishments, the robot's gonna be making the burger for you. 3 Whopper, 2 Whopper, that's how it's gonna be. So they might start with like delivery, like Uber or whatever. Then they might hit fast food. Because the person that owns Chipotle, he already says he wants 3 robots to work at Chipotle. He wants to be 3 robots and 3 humans. How is that gonna work out?
Yeah, it's gonna be chaos though, man.
How's that gonna work out?
I spoke to a lady, one of the passengers. She said, "I want an AI driver. It's best to have a human
Exactly.
because sometimes instant accidents happen. You need that reflex."
Yeah.
So, gentlemen, I don't have time to stop. You got a card or something
No,
like
I
that?
got no car. I don't got no car.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay,
Yes,
dope.
sir. All right.
Here every Sunday, man. To the
All right.
Lord.
Like 10, right?
Hey, you want numbers?
Yeah, go ahead.
Numbers 35 and 33.
Yeah, go ahead.
So you should not pollute the land wherein you are.
You should take your time, just like, what's this about, so and so on. You know what I'm
It
saying?
was just kind of sudden.
This kind of sun just came out of nowhere, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me that sun.
So you should not pollute the land wherein ye are. For blood it defiled the land.
They said what?
For blood it defiled the
So
land.
blood defiled the land. Go ahead.
And the land cannot be cleansed
And the land cannot be cleansed. Go ahead.
of the blood that is shed therein.
So Esau, that's why we need your blood. Yo, we don't want your apology. We don't want your fucking reparation. You can shove that reparation up your fucking ass. Your pink ass faggot. We don't want none of that shit, man. We want what? We want your blood. That's what we want, man. And I pray to Yahweh B'Shem Yashad that he use us as a battle axe, right? We gonna be the Wolverines, right? We gonna be the Marvels and Avengers, starting with Yahweh B'Shem Yashad, man. Right? Because the curses that's upon us is gonna be what? It's gonna go upon your head. Give me that real quick, Deuteronomy 30, verse 7. Yup. And they gonna get double. They gonna get double in the kingdom.
Deuteronomy 30 and 7.
Yeah, go ahead.
And the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon our enemies.
Mm-hmm.
Them that hate thee, which persecuted thee.
Mm-hmm. Yep, repeat that again.
The Lord thy God will put all these curses.
What's up, bro?
Oh man.
Everything worked out for you?
How you doing?
Hey,
What's up? What's up?
I just got up. I seen y'all right here, man. I knew I was gonna see y'all again too.
Yes.
I always wanted to see y'all.
So you got it together now? How's the kids?
So bad and good at the same time, but I'm managing now.
You
know what's
managing?
crazy?
Yeah, go ahead.
If I would have never came in, that's why I came in. Take a thing.
Yeah, the Lord guides you here, bro.
Of course.
Yeah,
But see,
man.
it takes y'all too.
So you touched us that day, though, bro. You touched us.
That's why you out here.
Man.
Fix me. Y'all help.
Yes.
Look.
That's
I
it.
just
See?
got off.
That's what's
See?
up, man.
Blessings, man.
Yeah, man. I'm glad you're doing
Hey.
okay, man.
I'm a firm believer.
Uh-huh.
And if a person don't believe, man, they some fool.
Facts.
Believe.
All
I
right.
mean, y'all did this.
All right. So anytime you want
Lord did that.
anytime you want to get deep in the word, man, you come check us, all right?
I still got your number too.
All right, cool. Hit me up.
Hey, watch it. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Now you good.
Yeah.
You was crossing my faith right there.
Yes, yeah. I mean, he came in, bro, like, was it 2 months ago?
Yeah. I feel
Man, he was down and out. Came in with his, I think he had his daughter that day.
He had his daughter. Yeah, he was about to like beg for money right
Yeah,
there.
beg for money. We blessed him with the spirit out so that helped him out right there, you know. Look at the brother, he's on his feet. The spirit is different, you know.
Yeah. It's gone off work.
Yeah, it's got to work. He had no a job, nothing.
Yep.
We'll put them on prayer for them, you know.
And that goes with what the lesson is today. Because the Lord can bring down, He can bring you up. You know, you're gonna have those times in your life you're down and out. You're gonna have those times when things going smoothly. Sometimes when it's going smoothly, that's the calm before the storm. There's always a calm before the storm.
There's a lot of situations, because the Most High orchestrates good and evil. You know, how you can get better, and how you gonna have a testimony, how you gonna have experience,
Yeah.
right? And how you gonna educate younger people that's under you, or
Yeah.
whatever the case might be. You don't go through it. You don't go through it.
Yeah.
So that's why the Most High use good and evil, right? That's why the Most High sent a lying spirit to Ahab,
Yep.
right? And as you keep reading, the Most High took Ahab out. Right? Took him out. You know, but I'm just saying, you learn out of a bad situation. When I was telling you about a testimony of how I had a passenger,
Yeah.
he had an accident with another guy, another brother, but they became best friends out of that situation.
Yeah.
It was a bad situation, it was evil. But guess what? They had a long-term, you know, brotherly love relationship after that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah. I got a scripture for that.
Sometimes the Most High use evil to what? To teach a lesson. Right?
That's true. Yeah. Ecclesiastes 3:1.
Yeah, go ahead.
To everything there's a season.
To what?
To everything there's a season.
Go ahead.
And a time to every purpose under the heaven. I guess I could read some examples. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to break down and a time to build up.
A time to build up. That's right. That's right.
In verse 8.
It's a time for everything. Go ahead.
So verse 8 is a time to love and a time to hate. A time of war and a time of peace. Right now, we're heading into that time of war. You know, what's the word I'm looking for? I mean, war's heating up. You know, tensions are rising up. So World War III is around the corner. Even to us, it don't feel like it. Because a day to us, a day to the Lord is 1,000 years for us. So, you know, but slowly but surely, he's heating up the fan.
And that's why we're going to become great judges on the earth, because we know evil now. We know when the white man is ruling, it's nothing but what? Evil. How he fucked up the air. The water that we drink is fucked up. You know, the poison that he put in these foods, right? It's even hard to look for me, man. It's even hard. I'm trying to get at a certain weight, and I find it fucking hard, and I works out. The water's all fucked up. Everything is all fucked up, man. It's tough. You know? And a lot of the foods that they sell here, right? All these chemicals that they have in these foods, they don't sell it in Europe. It's banned in other countries. But here in the United States, FDA approved. Long as it's wicked, long as it don't do good for the body, the FDA always approve it.
And the FDA is the reason why cheese is in almost everything, not in everything, but cheese is highly marketed. Because years ago, cheese, you know, probably before my time, but cheese wasn't really a big thing to have in most of your meals. When the FDA realized how good it tasted and how much money they could make off cheese, now everyone eats cheese. You know, that's why so much Americans are lactose intolerant, because of the dairy.
Yeah, because the dairy, what it does, it causes a lot of inflammation in the body. What dairy does, fucked up dairy, it attacks your joint, right? It attacks your knees. If you lock up dairy for a whole fucking week, you're gonna see the fucking difference. You're gonna see a difference if you lock up dairy for a whole week. You know, oh man, my knees, my joint. Why? Because you got a lot of dairy, right? Huh? Oh yeah. And they use processed oils and that, and they use a yellow 5, right, to get that yellow look. They put chemicals in that to get it yellow like that.
It's all money.
You milk a fucking cow, the milk is white. Where the fuck you get that yellow from?
They try to say it's good for you. You always eat. As a kid, we always taught to drink milk. This is good for your teeth and bone. It's really doing the opposite. This is just what it said.
Yeah, a lot of older people, they walk like, I mean, obviously, age is gonna get to you regardless if you eat healthy or not. But you know, you should eat well so when you get to an older age, you won't have to be a burden to your family members for them to have to take care of you. You know, you see a lot of old people, they walk hunchback and they could barely walk to their cars. Sometimes they don't even be that old. They be like probably 70, maybe 60.
Shit, 40.
Yeah, 40. Yeah.
Yeah. I seen it.
Yeah. Yeah, so
I remember what was that, about 15 years ago, Shab, y'all? They had a milk campaign. Milk does a body good. You remember that?
Yeah.
All the celebrities came out. They had that milk on their
Got milk.
Yeah, got milk.
The poster with the child biting the cheese. No real shit. They had that.
Yeah.
need milk.
Yeah. Got milk. Yeah.
That's crazy, man. And milk, what it does, it breaks down your bones, right?
It's the opposite of what they say.
Yeah, it breaks down your bones. So when you get milk, right, some U.S. dairy farms inject the genetically engineered hormone RBGH. So when you buy milk and when you buy cheese, make sure it's RBGH free, right? Also called RBST, into their cows to boost milk production. So be to show that the purchased product with a label that indicates cows free from RBGH or RBST, right? Because milk does have, a good milk has calcium in it, right? But at the same time, you can't overdo it, right?
There's a balance to everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, you got something, son?
Yeah, I got a scripture.
Yeah, go ahead.
Genesis 3:22 is about good and evil.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lord said, behold, the man is become as one of us, to know good and evil. And now lest he put forth his hand and take also the tree of life and eat and live forever. So it was predestined for us to know good and evil. That's what's going to make us great rulers in the kingdom. We know both sides.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like the greatest way to defeat your enemy is to know your enemy. You know how he moves, know his strategy. The greatest way that we know evil is because we did evil, and we're being punished for that evil. So when we become rulers, we're gonna know not to do evil because we're gonna know why not to do this. We're gonna know the consequences because we actually live those consequences. A good example is what we always bring out almost every time we come out here is health. We're gonna know not to eat pork because we know what pork can do to our bodies. We're gonna know not to. Came out of nowhere. We're gonna know not to smoke cigarettes because you know what cigarettes can do to you. I work with this Edomite on a trade that I do. He's like, I say he's about 60. All he does is smoke cigarettes and drink coffee all day. He looks like he's about 80. He's about to croak, and he's not even that old.
Yeah.
He smokes cigarettes all day.
Yeah.
So right now, our people are living the way of the heathen.
Let's put it together, son. We almost done anyway.
Yeah. Got freezing. Okay. Yeah, right now we're living the way of the heathen, but when the Lord give us rulership back, because of this time, we're going to know not to live the way of the heathen anymore. We know the way of the heathen can destroy us. Because the way the heathen lives is abomination.
Come on.
You know, the way they eat, the gods they pray to. You know, some of the heathen believes in incest, or sleeping with your family members. All that is wickedness. We're not going to do that anymore when the Lord gives us a new covenant.
Yeah, it's going to be righteous judgment on earth. That's what we're looking for, righteousness on earth, man. Right? Going back to what I was saying, RBGH, bovine growth hormones. Right? That's to speed up the production of milk. Right? And dairy. This one, RBST, become combatant bovine somatophobia. Right? So they probably they similar. They similar. That's to speed up production.
Everything has to be fast.
So whatever you get, if you get dairy free from RBGH and free from RBST. If you decide to eat cheese or drink milk, you gotta say that. You know, you gonna spend a little extra for it, but hey, it's gonna do your body good, right?
Sometimes
In this society, you know, you spend extra for good stuff. You know what I'm saying? fucked up. Just like what's that? Wheat. When you buy bread, they take the wheat germs out of it, the husk, and they sell the wheat just like that, right? It's supposed to be already in the fucking bread. That's the fiber that you need. That's what you need to take a hot, good shit. That's what you need for it to clean your colon. But Esau, so-called white man, take all that out and make your own bread and say wheat bread. But guess what? When you read the label, they color it with molasses. So that's really white fucking bread.
And there's nothing new under the sun. That's what they did was, I know it's still slavery technically, but technically slavery's abolished, but we know it's not. We know we're still under it. But what I mean is, during that time, they gave us the scraps. That's what they're doing now. They give the poor the scraps. They make the good stuff more expensive to buy. You go to the store and, like, Ezekiel bread is about like $7 a loaf, I think. Yeah. You want to get Ezekiel? Yep. $7 to $8 depending on your location. But you get some like potato bread or some wheat flour, you pay like $2, $3 a loaf. The good stuff you got to pay more to get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like when you go to a National Pike, what's that, 40, go straight up, Edmondson, they finished a fucking McDonald's, man. They did that shit like in 3 fucking months. That new McDonald's.
Yeah.
You should see how quick they built that shit. What a fucking Sprout supermarket.
Yeah.
That's what the Jakes need.
Yeah, Whole Foods.
Whole Foods, where's that at? But at McDonald's, less than 6 months. Less than 6 months. They put that shit up quick.
Look at the line right now. Look at the McDonald's line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me a cheeseburger. I even eating real fucking beef.
And I don't know if it tastes all that too. That's the thing.
That shit is disgusting.
Yeah, it is.
You go from it for a long time and eat it. Make you gag.
Yeah, shit, man. When I came from Trinidad, bro, when I tasted the fucking Whopper, I was like, what the fuck is this? The Whopper don't even taste the same. I'm a Whopper man. Got bros that beat Big Mac, Whopper. I was a Whopper dude. It don't even taste the same. I tried it twice. I'm like, yo.
Yeah.
It don't even taste the same, man. As we get older, our taste buds start changing. Our taste buds, our palate start changing, man.
Even animals know it's not real foods. I'm not saying there isn't a dog that won't eat McDonald's, but if you give a dog some like rice and beans, some homemade food, and then you give him McDonald's, he can go for the homemade food before the McDonald's. Even animals know that ain't real food.
I saw it.
You seen it, right?
Smell it and walk away from it.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta spend a little more to get it.
Yeah, got a scripture for you.
Yeah, so Satan does work for the Most High. Go ahead.
I was gonna give you Jeremiah 6:16.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say the Lord, stand ye in the ways and see and ask for the old paths.
And what?
Ask for the old paths.
Yeah, ask for the old path. Go ahead.
Where is the good way? And
where's the what?
Where is the good way?
Yeah, the old path, the good way is what? The law, statute, commandments. Right? Law, statute, commandments. If you see all the brothers' Bible that's in the truth, our Bible is like it been to war. Look at this.
It's a newer one.
Look at this. This is the old path. This right here, the word of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. A lot of people don't want to follow the word of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. Jake's always come up here and say, what about the white man? Are the white man gonna make it? No. That's that Stockholm syndrome. Worry about yourself. Worry about your own nation, man. Because these devils don't give a fuck about us, man. None of them. The scripture said that's none that do good, man. None. Yeah.
It also brought that out too. The old paths is like, earlier you were saying the bread, they take the good part of the bread out.
Mm-hmm. And
also they put the RGBH to make milk faster. But the old paths was making the milk and bread the right way. They're giving the bread with the right contents in it. Now that's the old paths, and you get the good nutrient from it. The new ways is making fast food, making food faster, and then it's killing people faster. So
yeah, fast death. Just like if you want a good steak, you gotta get a grass-fed steak. You can taste the difference between that and a regular steak, right? Grass-fed steak, man. Right? It tastes more cleaner, right? And it digests better too. It digests better. I think steak takes about 8 days, but when you eat that grass-fed steak, that shit comes out in less than 5 days, right? What you got?
we got another one for the top. topic.
Yeah, Satan worked for the Most High. Give me Psalms 107. Was it 107, 106?
We never read Job as well. I don't know if you want to bring that up.
Yeah, we can bring that. Which one? Job 12, verse 16?
No, when Satan asked if he could entice
Oh, yes.
Job.
Yeah, Job 1, verse 6.
You said Psalms 107?
Yes. Verse 109, Salakia 6. 6. Give me that.
107 verse 6?
Come on. Psalms 109, verse 6.
Psalms 109 verse 6.
Yeah, go ahead.
Set thou a wicked man over him.
It said that what?
A wicked man over him.
Uh-huh.
And let Satan stand at his right hand.
And let Satan stand on his right hand. All right? Satan stand on the right hand of the white man, man. He's the puppeteer. Right? Esau does his bidding. Give me Genesis 4, verse 7.
Genesis 4 and 7.
Yeah, go ahead.
If thou doest well,
If thou does well, go ahead.
shall thou not be accepted?
Yeah, then King gave him a bad, what was that? Offering,
Yeah.
right? Gave Most High what, a bowl of fruits. Abel gave him what? Smoked meat,
Yeah.
right? If you do well, go ahead.
If thou doest well, shall thou not be accepted?
Uh-huh.
If thou doest not well, sin lieth at the door.
Yeah, sin lies at the door. Who's sin lies at the door? That's Satan. This scripture says Satan stands on his right hand side. Go ahead.
And unto thee shall be his desire,
Uh-huh.
and thou shalt rule over him.
And thou shalt rule over him. That's right. So Satan rule over who? The so-called white man to this very day. You know, Cain and Esau, that's a similar spirit right there.
Reincarnation.
Even though Cain was a dark-skinned man, but when he came back as what? As Esau. All right? Yeah, with leprosy.
What's the scripture
Right.
about the mark? Y'all put a curse on Cain. Oh, there we go. Verse 15. And the Lord said unto him, therefore whoever slayeth Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold.
It said what?
Whoever slayeth Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold.
You can't put hands on this white man, not just yet. You know, you got to get that green light from Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Try to kill a white man right now. Oh my God, they're going to throw you under the fucking prison.
They're going to build the prison.
You got to die, and then you come back, you got to serve another sentence. You getting up this side, I'm just exaggerating, but you gonna get, they're going to take you. They're going to take you out. You go, hell yeah. Shit. Go ahead.
And the Lord set a mark upon Cain.
It said, Lord said a what?
A mark upon Cain.
Yeah, come on.
Lest any finding him should kill him.
That's right. So the Most High put a mark upon Cain. And the mark was what? You said leprosy came back as Esau. Right? Yeah, this was orchestrated by Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. White man said, what was that? That Jacob stole the birthright of Esau.
Yeah.
Nah, it was already orchestrated.
Yeah.
Give me that real quick. Give me Romans 9, then we'll end it with that. Romans 9. It was already orchestrated. That's what the Most High told these motherfuckers. You hear not knowing the scriptures.
The vessel of honor.
When you see these church niggas come out, they think they really holding it now, right? They more righteous than you. Because it just came from a church, built by a man's hands.
They put their rent money in the collection plate.
Romans 9.
You want the vessel?
Give me Romans 9, verse 11.
Romans 9 and 11. It was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger.
It said what?
The elder shall serve the younger. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have... Oh, my bad.
11.
Yeah, my bad. For the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of Yahweh according to election might stand. Not of works, but of him that calleth.
And him that what?
That calleth. It was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated.
That's right. Even before they did good or evil, it was already been ordained by Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua.
Verse 21. Had not the potter power over the clay with the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor?
That's right.
know who the vessel of honor was.
That's right. The vessel of honor is Jacob, Israel. And the one to what? Dishonor is Esau. That's it. So yes, Satan works for the Most High. He's just an angel that takes order from the Most High.
Agent Esau. I mean, Agent Satan.
Yeah, so we give all praises to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahshua, Shem, Rakam, Death to America, death to Esau, 2/3.